Hello, everybody. Welcome to day 6 of the Advent Renew Your Mind Challenge. I am so excited to continue to dive in. I have really enjoyed hearing from you guys and your testimonies and how much you have needed this teaching in this time of year and this point in your life. And that is why I do what I do. So, yesterday we talked about, or I asked the questions, what are you ruminating on? What are you thinking on over and over and over again? And how did you feel the last time you were on fire for God? Because when you're on fire for God, you're in His Word, you're talking to Him, you're in relationship. How did your mind, body, and spirit feel during that time? What were you focusing on then? And hopefully, you took time to answer those questions because, guys, this is such important teaching that you definitely need to take time to go through it and do the exercises. If you did them, my question is, how has this changed how you are thinking today? If it has changed how you're thinking today, definitely comment in the comment box. Let me know. Say, yes, I've changed so that I know. Right now, we're going to do another exercise. I want you to get out a piece of paper or write it in your notes on your phone, however you can get a hold of something, because I want you to write down right now what are the 3 things that are in the forefront of your mind. What are the 3 things that your mind is thinking on constantly? Write them down. Then ask yourself, am I happy I'm wiring these things into my brain? Am I happy that I'm wiring these things into my brain? That's the first question. The second question, is my perspective on these things Christ-like, or am I stuck in a worldly perspective? So, second question, is my perspective on these things Christ-like, or am I stuck in a worldly perspective? Third thing, if you are a Christian, do these things really matter in eternity or not? Do they really matter in the long run? I will tell you, we will all have earthly problems, all of us. We will all have struggles. We will all have things that will try to captivate the forefront of our mind, that will try to captivate our attention and draw us away from Christ. But any earthly problems can be flipped into a mature, healthy response so that you can be brought into positive emotional state that focuses on God's sovereignty. I love this verse from the Passion Translation of a very well-known verse you've probably heard over and over and over again. This is what I posted today. So go back and read it. So, we are convinced that every detail of our lives is continually woven together to fit into God's perfect plan of bringing good into our lives. For we are His lovers who have been called to fulfill His designed purpose. Wow. So, first, we are special to Him. And every detail of our lives is fitting into His perfect plan, even the hard parts, even the suffering. I recently read the story The Crippled Lamb by Max Lucado to my children. I read a lot of children's books, so sometimes they just have really profound teaching, and this is one of them. This is a Christmas story, but it is so much more. I literally teared up whenever I read it for the first time. So, in this story, the lamb was born crippled. He wasn't like the other lambs. He couldn't go to the greener pastures and get the good food or run and play. So, he often felt lonely and isolated and upset that he had to deal with his issue, like many of you. However, one night when all the shepherds they went away, they took the sheep to the greener pasture. He was in the stable and he heard a noise, and a mom and her baby were laying in the hay, the baby in the manger, and the baby was cold. The lamb went over and snuggled up to the baby to keep him warm because they couldn't find any coverings for the baby. And then the lamb figured out who he was snuggling up against. So just think, this lamb is like, gosh, I wish I could have gone to green pastures. Oh, I hate feeling like this. I really don't want to be here. I want to be somewhere else. I don't want to be in this situation. And then he realized he was snuggling up to the King of the universe. He was snuggling up with baby Jesus. So at that moment, he realized that had he been like the other lambs, had he been able to go to greener pastures and run and play, he would have not been present to warm the King of the universe with his warm wool. And God had a very special place for him in his plan, even through his difficulty. And that's just such a strong word for all of us, because even through our difficulty, he has a strong plan that he has woven together all of these details. So, what if you responded to those thoughts and to your situation differently? I am facing a trial right now. God is bigger than my trial. These are the good things that happened today. So now take those 3 things that you're focusing on today, and I want you to flip them into praises. How can you flip them into praises? How can you flip them into good things that happened? And you can do it. I want you to comment below how you changed your thoughts. I want you to comment below how you were able to flip them into praises, because I want to see how you guys are rewiring your brain to think differently. And when you think differently, the cascade of chemical responses that happen in your body are going to respond differently, therefore impacting your health in the long term, impacting your energy and your ability to go and do the things that God has called you to do. So that's your homework. Make sure you do it. Comment below. And I can't wait to talk to you tomorrow. We're going to talk about 4 positive ways you can shift your focus from your problems and your stress. Just very practical things. So I can't wait to talk to you, and we'll see you soon. Bye.